The movie opens on a beach, where a man carrying a bag of food approaches a lifeguard tower. Inside, he sees two homeless teenagers hiding out. The man introduces himself as Johnny and claims he works for an LA teen shelter. He tells them he just wants to help and offers them food. As they eat, Johnny tells them the shelter has food, showers, clean clothes, and promises there are no cops involved. When the girl worries she will be sent back to her abusive stepfather, Johnny reassures them that they can leave whenever they want. Eventually, the hungry teens agree to go with him. But when Johnny leads them to a white van, two men suddenly jump out, grab the terrified teens, and throw them inside while they scream for help. Johnny then calls his boss, a woman named Milena, and tells her he has picked up some new merchandise, a boy and a girl, just like she asked for. When Milena asks how they look, Johnny says they look like they always do, young and dirty. Milena complains that homeless kids don't last very long and says the higher-ups want healthier victims. Johnny tells her he is working on it, but healthier kids are much harder to lure in. Milena tells him to stop complaining and do his job. Then we meet Katherine, a widow living with her 16-year-old daughter Emma. During breakfast, Emma teases her mother for being a helicopter mom because she doesn't let her drive or date boys. Katherine insists she is only trying to protect her, but eventually says Emma can date as long as she meets the boy first. Later, Katherine drops Emma off at the mall to meet her friend Courtney. Courtney excitedly tells Emma that she recently met a cute guy and thinks Emma is going to like his friend Adam. As Katherine drives away, she notices the girls are not actually going into the mall. Instead, they stay outside and meet up with two older boys. Courtney introduces her boyfriend Johnny and tells the boys that Emma is new from Wisconsin and they should be nice to her. Katherine then heads to her job at a construction site, and on the way in, she notices a missing person poster for a teenage girl. At the site, she meets with her boss to discuss the construction plans, and he asks how she and Emma are settling into their new home. Katherine says things are going well, but brings up the missing girl poster and asks if the neighborhood is actually safe. Her boss reassures her that the area is perfectly safe and claims most of these missing teenagers are just runaways from rough neighborhoods. As Katherine leaves, her boss asks her to take the poster down because it might scare future developers. Katherine removes it, but before she can leave, a woman suddenly confronts her and demands to know why she took the poster down. The woman introduces herself as Anna Frey, a caseworker for an anti-human trafficking organization called Saving Innocents. When Katherine explains that her boss told her to remove the poster because it was in the wrong neighborhood, Anna points out that they don't know where the missing girl was actually taken from. Katherine apologizes, but Anna asks if she is sorry enough to volunteer for the organization that night, before handing her a business card. Katherine apologizes again and puts the poster back up before leaving. Meanwhile, Emma and the group spend time at the beach together, where Johnny tries to get the girls to drink tequila. Courtney joins in, but Emma refuses. While Johnny keeps joking around, Emma starts talking with his friend Adam instead. Unlike Johnny, Adam acts calm and sweet toward her. Later that night, Katherine and Emma have dinner together, and Emma asks if she can go to the movies with Courtney the next evening. Katherine agrees, but only if Emma tells her who she was really with earlier that day. She admits she saw the girls talking to two boys outside the mall and starts questioning Emma about them. Emma admits that the guy she likes is called Adam, although she doesn't know his last name. She also reveals that he is around 19 years old, which worries Katherine. So she insists that if Emma is going to keep seeing him, then she wants to meet him first. They argue, and Emma accuses her mother of trying to control her life, while Katherine is hurt and grounds her for 24 hours. The next day, Emma sneaks out of the house through her bedroom window to meet Courtney again at the mall. Johnny shows up and tells the girls he just got a new car. Courtney gets excited and leaves with Johnny to go for a ride, while Emma stays behind because she wants to wait for Adam, who appears shortly after. Emma and Adam drink smoothies and talk for a while, but suddenly Emma starts feeling dizzy and loses consciousness. Adam carries her through a maintenance corridor, takes her phone, and brings her to the same white van from earlier, where another scary dude takes her inside. Adam feels remorseful and says Emma is just a sweet girl, but the scary dude tells him to get his shit together and move on to the next girl because they already have orders coming in, and then gives him his payment. Afterwards, Adam goes back through the maintenance corridor and throws Emma's phone into a dumpster. The scary dude drives Emma to a warehouse and throws her into a cage with the rest of the kidnapped girls. Emma wakes up terrified and starts crying. Soon, Milena walks in and introduces herself. She tells the girls they probably all have questions about what is going to happen to them, but the sooner they accept their new lives, the easier it will be. She explains that they now belong to her and will never see their families again. She warns them that if they try to escape, her people will track them down and kill their families. She then tells the girls they will have to entertain men and make them happy. If they refuse or fail to do what they are told, they will be starved, beaten, or handed over to her own men. Finally, Milena asks how many of the girls are virgins, since they are very valuable in her business. 3 girls, including Emma, raise their hands. Milena is pleased and orders the girls to be cleaned up and prepared for photo shoots. Meanwhile, Katherine discovers that Emma sneaked out and starts calling her. When Emma doesn't answer, Katherine tracks her phone and sees that the signal is coming from a mall. She rushes there and follows the location, but when she arrives, nobody's around. She calls Emma's phone and hears it ringing from inside a dumpster. Realizing something's seriously wrong, Katherine calls 911 and reports her daughter missing. The police finally arrive about an hour later and want to know if Emma has run away before. Katherine insists that Emma didn't run away and shows them where she found the phone. The officers take it to check for fingerprints, but then start questioning Katherine instead. They ask why she told dispatch she didn't know what Emma was wearing that morning, forcing Katherine to explain that they argued the night before about a boy named Adam, and that Emma left the house even though she was grounded. The police are unhelpful as ever and tell Katherine that Emma isn't officially considered missing yet because 24 hours haven't passed. After giving Katherine their contact information, they tell her to go home and wait in case Emma calls or comes back on her own. Meanwhile, the girls are dressed in bathing suits and taken out for a photo shoot. Johnny tells them they just need to smile for the camera, and if they cooperate, they'll get food afterwards. Courtney is forced to go first. She tries to smile for the camera, but when Johnny asks her to record a video too, she breaks down crying. Johnny gets annoyed, and one of the scary men punches Courtney in the stomach. Then Johnny grabs her by the hair and threatens her. Courtney forces herself to smile and twirl for the camera while Johnny films her. Then it's Emma's turn next. Meanwhile, Katherine is frantic, calling friends and relatives trying to find Emma, but nobody's heard from her. As night falls, she starts searching through the trash and finds the business card Anna gave her the previous day. Katherine calls her and explains that her daughter has gone missing. Anna immediately tells her to come to the office. When Katherine arrives, Anna tells her that the police aren't really going to help. According to her, if Katherine wants to find her daughter, she'll have to do it herself. Anna warns Katherine that they only have around 48 hours before girls like Emma are moved and sold. Katherine is horrified and asks what she means. Anna then asks if Emma recently met a new boy, and Katherine tells her about Adam. Anna explains that it's something called the Romeo trap, where predators target young girls by showering them with attention and gaining their trust before abducting them. Anna then shows Katherine websites like Backpage and Craigslist, where girls and boys are sold online. She explains that the perpetrators disguise the ads by pretending the victims are talent or escorts, while using hidden code words in the descriptions. Katherine is horrified and asks how the police can allow this to happen. But Anna explains that many officers treat the girls like criminals instead of victims, even though they're basically slaves. She says that when these operations get busted, the girls are often taken to jail instead of getting medical help. Anna promises Katherine that they'll work together to find Emma. They will start by putting up missing person flyers around the city. During the night, Emma tells another kidnapped girl that they have to try to escape. But the other girl tells her that nobody gets out alive. She tells her about another girl who tried to escape recently. The girl almost made it over the front gate before the guards caught her. She fell badly and broke her leg, and the men left her there screaming in pain until Milena arrived. Then they brought out pit bulls and had the dogs tear the girl apart in front of everyone else as a warning. Later that night, Milena comes by to check on the girls while they're asleep. Johnny says he already posted the girls' photos online under fake categories on sites like Craigslist and Backpage. Johnny explains that dates will start coming to the motel the next day. Milena tells him to save the virgins for the higher-ups because they'll pay top money for them. She then asks about his friend Adam, saying he looked uneasy after bringing Emma in. Johnny tells her he trusts him and says the first girl is always the hardest. Milena warns him that Adam is now his responsibility. The next day, Katherine and Anna go around the mall to hand out missing person flyers. Eventually, they reach the store near the dumpster where Emma's phone was found, but the manager tells them they can't put flyers up there. Katherine begs him to take the situation seriously because her daughter is missing. Anna then finds out the store has security cameras and asks to see the footage. As they watch it, they see Emma and Courtney arriving at the mall. Later, Johnny leaves with Courtney, while Emma stays behind to meet Adam. They then watch Emma suddenly collapse before Adam carries her into the maintenance corridor, where there are no cameras. Anna tells the manager to call the police and have them review the footage, while she and Katherine head toward the maintenance corridor themselves. As they get closer, Katherine spots Adam walking nearby. She's about to confront him, but Anna stops her and says they should follow him instead. Adam starts heading toward a nearby park where Johnny is already talking to two new girls. But before he can reach him, Katherine corners him and demands to know where Emma is. Adam pretends he has no idea what she's talking about, but Katherine tells him they have him on CCTV with her daughter. Johnny overhears what's happening and he runs away. Adam tries to escape too, but Katherine chases him down and tackles him to the ground. Since Adam has asthma and can barely breathe, Katherine grabs his inhaler and refuses to give it back until he tells her the truth. Adam admits he handed Emma over to a guy named Mike, who works for a moving company. Katherine gives him the inhaler back just as Anna arrives and says the police are on their way. But before Adam can say much more, Johnny appears and shoots him. As Adam dies, he tells Katherine that Mike works for a woman named Milena and she's the one they need to find. At the same time, Milena learns that the police are getting involved and orders the guys to clear out the warehouse and move the girls to another location. After that, the police come to Katherine's house and scold her for almost getting herself killed. But Katherine chews them up and says they've done absolutely nothing to help find Emma. After the police leave, Katherine and Anna go back to searching through the online listings for new girls. After checking dozens of posts, Katherine finally recognizes Courtney in one of the newest ads. Anna realizes the girls are being sold at the Pink Motel, but Emma still isn't listed anywhere. She tells Katherine they could be saving Emma for a private buyer. Desperate for answers, Katherine decides she wants to book an appointment with Courtney so she can talk to her directly and find out where Emma is being held. Anna isn't convinced the plan will work, but Katherine says she doesn't have any other choice. Anna agrees and books the appointment for her. She drives Katherine to the Pink Motel, and on the way there, Anna reveals that she was once one of those girls herself. She explains that when she was 14, she ran away from home and was picked up off the streets by men like this. They locked her in a warehouse in Texas, where she was beaten, starved, and sold over and over again. One night, while trapped in the back of a truck with a customer, she spotted a screwdriver and stabbed him in the eye. But when she went to the police, she was charged with manslaughter and spent 4 years in prison. She says the only thing that helps her now is rescuing other victims. When they arrive at the motel, the guards search Katherine for weapons and electronics before letting her inside. She finds Courtney passed out on the bed. Katherine manages to wake her up enough to ask about Emma. While talking to her, Katherine sends Anna a photo of Courtney, and Anna calls the police to report that there are girls being held at the motel. Courtney is weak and disoriented, but she tells Katherine that 3 girls were moved to another location earlier. Katherine helps Courtney get dressed and tries to get her out of the motel safely. At the same time, Milena calls the scary dude and tells him to check Emma's Facebook page because her mother has started sniffing around. Meanwhile, Katherine helps Courtney out of the motel and manages to sneak out through the back. But just as they think they're getting away, the scary dude catches them and points a gun at Katherine. Katherine pretends she's there to buy Courtney, but the scary dude reveals that he knows exactly who she is, Emma's mother. The moment Katherine hears Emma's name, she agrees to go with him if he takes her to her daughter. But as soon as she turns around, the scary dude knocks her unconscious with a gun. He throws her into the van and drives away, while Anna follows them from behind. When Katherine wakes up, she finds herself tied down to an operating table with Milena standing over her. She reveals that Emma has already been sold to the higher-ups, and they will be collecting her soon. She explains that she herself was sold by her own mother when she was 13 years old. By the time she turned 18, she was already recruiting girls and eventually built her own crew. According to Milena, everything she went through only made her stronger, and now all she cares about is money. She says Emma is going to make her a fortune. Milena demands to know what Katherine told the police, and when Katherine refuses to answer, she starts torturing Emma. But Katherine still refuses to give them anything. Later, the scary dude comes in and says they should just sell Emma's organs instead. But Katherine manages to grab his gun and forces him to take her to Emma. When they reach the room where the other girls are being held, Emma isn't there anymore. Milena has taken Emma outside and is holding her at gunpoint. Katherine finds them and threatens to shoot Milena. But Milena pushes Emma into Katherine's arms, causing Katherine to drop her gun. Milena points her gun at Katherine and tells her she'll make Emma's life a living hell. Just as Milena is about to shoot Katherine, Emma grabs the gun from the ground and shoots Milena first. Right after that, Anna and the police storm the trailer park. The police eventually overpower Milena's men and take them into custody. In the end, all of the girls being held there are finally rescued. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.